In this video, I want to show you how to add records to tables. So in our Northwind database, we have several tables that hold customer information and the orders that the customers place. So I want to go in and add a customer to the customers table. So if I click down in the new, I can't add anything here. And the reason is that the data type for this field is auto number. So that means it's automatically numbering in sequence. So if I just press tab and I start typing in my next field value, which is the company name. So here I'm just going to say it's company DD, which is the next one in sequence. So it fills in the customer number there automatically. I did not type that in. So let's just say the person's last name is Ray and the first name is Benny, and he is a purchasing manager. And we'll make up a phone number there for him. And I'm just typing in the numbers. There is an input mask on this field, meaning that I don't have to type in the dashes or the parentheses. It automatically displays those for us. So the address, and this person is from Alberta, Canada. So they have a different type of zip code. And so I will include Canada there and type that in. Notice that I typed in Canada upper and lower case and it converted it to uppercase. So if you went back into your design view and looked at some of those properties, for example, the data type here is number, the business phone has an input mask, the state is automatically converted to uppercase because the format has the greater than sign, and that means that it will convert it to uppercase. And the same here for the country and region. So we'll talk a little bit more about properties in a different table, or in a different video. So I'll go into a little more depth about those later. Okay, so we have our customer. Let's go in and add the customer order. So remember that it's customer number 30. It's Benny Ray. So what we want to do, we can just go down to the bottom and click on the new blank record. And again, that's an auto number field, so it will automatically enter that once we have entered the employee ID. So let's just say that Maria was assisting us with this order. And the customer, we just need to go in, and these are drop downs, meaning that those are lookup fields in the table. So if you went to design view and looked at the fields for these, they have lookup values associated with them. So it's pulling in this customer information from the customers table, so I don't have to remember whose customer number was whose. I can just look it up in the drop down. So it was Benny Ray, R-A-Y, so we can go look. I've got it sorted in order by the last name. So here's Benny. It was customer number 30. So the order date, it's automatically pulling in today's date. It hasn't been shipped yet, so we're not going to include that information. And so Benny is the person that it will ship it to, even though it could be someone else that Benny is ordering for. Okay, so in this case, we'll put his address, and it could be another address depending on if Benny's ordering on behalf of someone else. Okay, so let's just say that there's a $5 shipping fee for this. And let's just say there are no taxes. And the person is going to pay by credit card. Again, that's a drop-down list. And the paid date, we can just say, is today's date. And the status ID is automatically new once you enter in a new order. So if I'll click out of that, and you can see that it's given this the next ID number in line. Now it skipped 82, and that's probably because maybe we entered something in for order number 82, and then we deleted that order somehow. So maybe they canceled the order. So if you did go back into your view, you can look at how some of these are set up as far as the dates. There's a validation rule in text that says the date has to be greater than January 1st of 1900, so that you can't accidentally enter in a really old date and not realize that. So the order date, for example, the default value is now, so that's going to pull in today's date. And again, it's got that validation rule that says that it needs to be greater than January 1st of 1900. And if you enter in something that's before that date, it's going to display the validation text that says the value must be greater than or equal to or greater than January 1st of 1900. So in the fees and taxes, you can see we've automatically got the default value set to 0, just assuming that there will be no fee, and then you can just type in the fee as needed. So for the orders, we just said that we placed an order, right? It's order number 83, but we haven't said which items that Benny has ordered. So therefore, we need to go into the order details, and we need to pull in the information for the order that we just placed for Benny. Okay, so what it's going to do is, again, it's got the auto number for the order detail number. So the order number, and we can look it up, but it was number 83. That's the last one that we did today on today's date for customer number 30. Okay. And you just choose from the items. So we'll just say he ordered a brownie mix, quantity of 2. And let's just say those are $2 each with no discount. And let's just say we have invoiced that. Okay. So let's say Benny ordered several items in this particular order. So we would go in and choose again 83. And then say he ordered some coffee. And let's just say he ordered 4 of those. And those are $6.50 each, and there was no discount on that. So we're going to invoice him for that order. Okay, and let's put one more order in here for his items, or one more item in for the order. So let's just say he likes the chocolate biscuits mix, so we'll choose that. Maybe he only ordered one of those, and that's $4 with a 5% discount, and we'll invoice him for that. Okay, so now we have the order for the new customer that has been placed. So really it's just a matter of the properties in the table and the data types being set up correctly so that it makes it a lot easier for the user to go in and enter data into the table. Ideally, if you were going to enter in a new customer and a customer's order, you would go in and do that through the forms rather than doing it in the tables. But it's fairly simple to do it in the table. You just don't want end users to be able to go in and access all of the information in the tables.